A TSBVI outreach tutorial. APH Braille Print Protractor, Part 7. Technique for drawing a very small print angle. Presented by Susan Osterhaus, a Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired Outreach Math Consultant.
Okay, we're still trying to draw those angles with that low vision student, and sometimes they still may be having a little difficulty understanding this whole concept. So you might have them try this, say, well, let's loosen up the wand a little bit and let's watch what happens as you move the wand. We're watching right now, we're watching this particular angle. As you're moving that wand, for instance, if we go about this far, you're going to find that you have 3 dots over here, and this 3 dots happens to be 45 on this side and 135 on the other. So maybe they can just keep checking. As this angle gets smaller, the one, in this particular case, the one on the right, the one on the left is getting larger. So let's look at that again. All right, and I'm going to move it again, move it to wherever, maybe about 30. On this side, it's getting larger, but on this side, let me hold it. Let me get a pen to kind of point this out. You're noticing this is getting smaller and smaller. So for right now, let's concentrate on the one that's getting smaller and smaller. Okay, but of course, the other one on this side is getting larger and larger. But again, we're going to concentrate right there. So we're just continuing to get that angle smaller and smaller and smaller. And all of a sudden, what you're going to find out is when you go to about 10 degrees, there's no space in there left for you to actually draw an angle. Oh my gosh, we can't use this anymore. Oh no, what are we going to do? Well, I have a little sneaky technique. Some people have realized this, that this is anything I love, any type of math tool that I love, there always happens to be a problem with it. So this is its problem. So what do we do if we have to draw a 10-degree angle? Well, first let me say that most math teachers, and probably I don't even think I've ever seen on a tax test, in case you're worried about that, and that's our standardized test, for a student to have to be able to draw a 10-degree angle or even probably measure one. But it's just because it's such a skinny angle that we're probably not going to be doing too much with that. But I'm going to show you a technique about how we can draw that 10-degree angle. We have to think in terms of that supplemental angle. Remember, on this side, we have its supplement. And that angle, instead of being 10 degrees, would be 180 minus 10, or 170 degrees. Okay, keep that in mind. First thing we're going to have to do is find ourselves a straight edge. Now this just happens to be a real ruler, but, and notice I'm kind of like even putting it upside down. I'm not even looking. I am just going to use it to draw I was about to say straight line, but I should say line segment. So I'm going to draw something just relatively straight, okay? Now, I am going to use my vision in this particular case because I'm not going to be able to feel the line I just drew. So, in fact, I'm going to probably go ahead and move the paper this way so I can see better. What I'm trying to do is line up what I've already drawn with the edge of the Braille Print Protractor. So I have this line matching up using my vision. I'm trying to get this, let me back off, trying to get this line lined up as close as I can to the edge of the protractor. Then I'm going to hold it very carefully, and I'm going to go ahead and go over that and draw. And notice I just did what I shouldn't have done. You see that thumb that's in the way? So I'm stopping, but I'm going to get my thumb out of the way. I'm glad I did that because it's so far I hadn't done it, and I was getting worried because I wanted to prove that actually students do that. Okay, so again, you're just going right along that edge and up, and if you look what I did. I managed to draw a 170-degree angle, but guess what? There is its supplement, and as I mentioned, very long and skinny. In fact, probably have to come all the way over to here to be able to write 10 degrees because, you need quite a bit of space in there. So this is the way we have to go ahead and try to draw those angles that are getting so small that the wand is shutting us out from being able to draw it the regular way. But anyway, just to let you know that there is a technique. Just about with every math tool that I love, it has a problem, as I mentioned. So I have to, be a little bit sneaky and try to come up with a technique that I can still do what we need to do and still be able to use the tool. So that's my method for drawing those small little tiny angles. And let me tell you, if your student draws their 10-degree angle this way, I can't help but believe that the math teacher is going to be totally impressed and probably might even say, gee, why didn't I think of that? So this is one way to impress your math teacher, and let your student impress the math teacher. Okay.
This video continues in the TSBVI Outreach Tutorial Series, APH Braille Print Protractor. Look for other videos by Susan Osterhaus on math for the blind and visually impaired. APH is American Printing House for the Blind. A TSBVI Outreach Distance Learning production. Executive producers, William Daugherty, Superintendent. Cyril Miller, Outreach Director. Outreach producers, Susan Osterhaus, Math Consultant. Mike Bicknell, Media Specialist. Texas School for the Blind and Visually Impaired Outreach Program. 1100 West 45th Street, Austin, Texas 78756, USA. Telephone, 512-454-8631. Website, www.tsbvi.edu. Video copyright TSBVI 2009, all rights reserved.